Bitcoin is right now creating the next pattern, which is going to be revealing that next gigantic move on the price action. But more importantly, on today's update video, I will be exactly discuss what Bitcoin historically speaking has done once it did broke above its all-time high, how the price action did behave, and when we could be expecting that mega pump is going to get started for Bitcoin. So I will be talking about this, the spot Bitcoin ETF flows, and many more important data points. And of course, I will give a gigantic update on Ethereum, which is going to be extremely important to be watching. So without any further ado, don't forget to slam on that like button. Once again, back above 1,000 likes. That will be absolutely incredible. And with that being said, let me jump straight away in towards the content. And looking at the minute short term on Bitcoin, we can clearly see we're creating a new pattern here on the price action of Bitcoin with a gigantic fake out on the lower side. We're creating a clear downward sloping resist line here from the top side with multiple rejections in one go. And every single time, basically, once Bitcoin touched this level, we saw gigantic rejections, and every single time once Bitcoin tested this lower side of support, we started to see the Bitcoin price action bounce from it every single time. So what could we make out of this is that Bitcoin is right now trading in a compression and basically is about to be having a massive breakout anytime soon. And once it does decide to be breaking out of this falling wedge pattern, so either above the downward sloping resist line or below the downward sloping support line, we are expecting that next big move is going to be happening on Bitcoin. But more importantly, to understand where we're currently sitting in this cycle, and we want to be knowing what the next big move for Bitcoin is going to be and when it will be creating that next big move, we need to be analyzing how Bitcoin usually tends to be behaving once it is about to be breaking above all-time highs. Because if we're going to be looking back in 2020, the moment where Bitcoin, of course, also just broke above its all-time high and then saw a massive rejection and then basically consolidated around that region for 16 days straight. And let me quickly explain why this scenario is so similar. Because in 2020, we saw also a very fast move towards the upside, a consolidation phase of about a month, and then we continued that bull market rally towards the upside. And why it actually would be likely that we're going to see at least for like 1 or 2 weeks of consolidation around this region is because potentially a lot of people want to be exiting the market, and the people that are actually right now exiting is the reason why we are going to be seeing some sideways consolidation, because we want to be seeing all the sellers go out of the market at this price. And of course, like we know, at the current stage of the market, we are still seeing millions and millions of dollars flowing in towards Bitcoin from the spot ETF here. Because yes, while you may are panicking, BlackRock looks to be not panicking at all, and they have still bought more than $280 million worth of Bitcoin yesterday, and on average they're buying more than $250 million every single day from the market. And why I'm saying from the market is because OTC desks are indeed running out of Bitcoin, and that is a reason why we are seeing Bitcoin pumping so significantly in the recent days here, because there's just no Bitcoins that BlackRock or these other ETF issuers could be buying from the OTC desks, and that is the exact reason why Bitcoin has been pumping so hard towards the upside. But if we're looking back at the previous time we were about to be breaking all-time highs, it took us about 2 weeks of consolidation before breaking above it. So I want to be pointing out to everyone out there is that there is a very big chance that Bitcoin is actually going to be very boring for the coming 2 weeks here. It's just going to consolidate sideways. There's not a lot of things going to be happening, but one thing is going to be happening, and that is that altcoins are going to be exploding, because usually once Bitcoin does go sideways in these exponential rallies towards the upside, it is altcoins that are exploding. So this is a very likely scenario that could be playing out. But of course, I do understand that compared to 2020, we right now have these spot Bitcoin ETF, which are of course attracting and buying up such high amounts of Bitcoin that we potentially could already earlier start that exponential rally towards the upside. Because if I historically look at Bitcoin, what happens once we do break above that all-time high is actually quite insane. Because the moment we do break above the all-time high, it usually only takes like 2 to 3 weeks, and in this case in 2020 it was 18 days to reach the first extension level, which is like a 60% pump towards the upside, what in that case was around $30,000. And in this case, the first extension level for Bitcoin is going to be laying around $100,000, which is also going to be like a 50 to 60% push towards the upside. So make sure to get ready for this. It is going to be absolutely insane, and once it is going to be breaking, it's going to be going very fast. So this is indeed the time to be preparing. I mean, right now, maybe on the 4-hourly time frame, we're starting to create a new consolidation phase, a symmetrical triangle, after we of course seen this significant rally towards the upside. Such kind of a pattern would be actually quite interesting to be looking at. And if Bitcoin were to be seeing any moves towards the downside, I would definitely embrace them with both hands because I would see it as a massive opportunity to actually accumulate Bitcoin still at a relatively cheap price. And if you are interested in trading Bitcoin or any other cryptocurrency, make sure to go to MarchX, because MarchX is right now providing you a $50 welcome bonus for only signing up an account. And if you deposit $100 towards the account, you will even get another $50. And on top of that, if you right now sign up an account using the link below of today's video description, you will get also a 20% extra on whatever you are depositing. So let's say you're depositing $1,000, you will get $1,200 available money to trade with. It's a very easy to use platform. And also the best part maybe about it is that you don't need to use KYC. You can very easily sign up an account using that link below and straight away start trading after depositing your funds through crypto or even through Visa or MasterCard, whatever you prefer yourself. But it's a very easy to use platform. And also they have created a price manipulation protection system, which basically guarantees that this exchange doesn't have these big scam wicks what some exchanges have to liquidate their users. So that is of course super nice. Also, if you want to be opening up trades, it's very simple. You've got the market order and the limit order. And also the nice part about this exchange is that actually the taker fee and the maker fee is significantly lower than many other exchanges, which means that trading on this exchange is actually cheaper compared to many of these other exchanges out there. So if you are interested in trading Bitcoin this upcoming bull run, make sure to sign up an account using the link below, because yes, you will get these insane deposit bonuses I just mentioned at the beginning of the video. And also you can trade up to 100x of leverage on this platform. So going further into the content, of course, like we know, this cycle is going to be a little bit different. I discussed this many times before, and it looks to be that, of course, in the upcoming cycle, we are most likely going to be having these 21% corrections to 20% corrections. So if we were to be seeing any in the upcoming period, I do believe it's going to be a very good opportunity to actually accumulate more. And just like I said, I think history is just repeating again here. It could potentially take us another 3 to 4 weeks consolidating around this region before Bitcoin is actually going to be going above that all-time high. But patience is very important in this market right now. And the longer we're going to actually consolidate around that all-time high, the more bullish it is actually going to be for Bitcoin. So make sure to not get fooled by that. And even more importantly, if I'm looking about where Bitcoin is currently sitting in this cycle, and let me draw it correctly, we are right now sitting in the most exponential phase of the market, because we've seen this several times before. Once Bitcoin goes overbought on that weekly time frame, that is the point where the most exponential growth on Bitcoin is actually realized. So this is a stage in the market where I don't necessarily should be getting fooled. This is a stage where things move up very quickly. Maybe we're going to see 3 to 4 weeks of consolidation in between, or maybe we're going to see a 20% correction. But in the end of the day, every single correction in this phase of the market would actually still be an opportunity, because I do believe that we're right now in that exponential rally phase in the market where Bitcoin is most likely going to be growing the most. So make sure to pay attention towards Bitcoin right now. I don't believe that this is a time to be not paying attention. This is the time to be paying attention towards Bitcoin. And maybe you could even pay more attention towards Ethereum, because in the recent days, we've seen, of course, Ethereum perform quite well here. It is still not breaking the downtrend against Bitcoin, which I am expecting is going to be happening anytime soon, because in 77 days from now on, we're going to have the spot Ethereum ETF coming towards the market. And once that is going to be hitting the markets, I do believe that we're going to be even going more exponential with Ethereum compared to how it is going right now. Because yes, in the recent days, it has been absolutely exploding. If you've been following my channel, you know that I've showed this fractal many times before. Ethereum history is indeed repeating, and we are right now just at the beginning of this exponential rally. And especially with the ETF coming, I do believe that it is got way more potential for where it is currently sitting. And my bull market target for Ethereum is laying around 12 to 13,000 US dollars, which is from of this point still more than a 250% increasement, which is absolutely insane. It is absolutely insane in terms of a target. So I still think that is reasonable, and it's still lagging behind of Bitcoin, and that also makes it and gives it a bigger opportunity to even perform better. So guys, this was it for me in today's update video. I truly hope you did enjoy it. If you did so, subscribe to the channel. Go to my altcoin channel right now, guys, because I just uploaded a video over there where I explained about, if you want to be seeing that video, go to altcoin rover. And with that being said, guys, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys back again on another video back tomorrow. Peace out. Goodbye.